Cancer. Such a deadly word, and with such deadly consequences. It could make a person cry as soon as they know one person has cancer, because they know two things: the person's going to suffer and that the person's not going to survive. Now, how do you beat cancer? Well, the truth of the matter fact is you can't. Not really. You could try treating it with radiotherapy, so you use things like gamma rays to break apart the cancerous cells, which may work at the early stages, but in the late stages it's much harder and it'll start actually destroying your body itself. You could also try chemotherapy, and that's where you use medicine, so chemical drugs, to cure that cancerous area. What is cancer itself? Cancer is when you have rapid growth of cells, and this causes tumors to grow. So tumors then correlate to cancers happening. Not all tumors are cancerous, but all cancers derive from a tumor. Now, a tumor occurs because of this rapid growth of cells, and this causes issues in various parts of the body. So let's say you had cancer in the lungs, so then you had a tumor there. It makes it harder for you to breathe. Now, a certain individual on Tumblr had got a cancer called Hodgkin's lymphoma. Now, this is kind of an uncommon cancer and it's harder to deal with. It's neither benign. When I say benign is where it affects only a small part of the body and can just be clipped off, but it's actually something that affects the whole body. It affects the lymphatic system in your immune system. So that means that the person's immune system is much weaker. The B lymphocytes, which are a particular type of lymphocyte or white blood cell that attacks antibodies, multiply in an abnormal way, and they then become useless because they can't start attacking, and they get confused themselves, and so this causes the person to be in a very bad situation, is similar to a person with HIV or AIDS, because they know they have weaker immune system. That means if some sort of disease comes by, it'll be much harder to deal with for them. So think about it. There are so many diseases out there our body is trying to protect us from, right? Our body is protecting us from so many things. If we breathe in things, we're going to and let's say we get infected with it, our immune systems trigger and it will cause a response, and it will break down the toxins and the infection itself. But a person with Hodgkin's lymphoma cannot do that. It's much harder for them. They could try to take antibiotics for it, but say a deadly disease comes around, then they have no chance of surviving, especially if it's a virus, because viruses are much harder to control and much harder to treat. So, what is this point of the video? Well, I want you to share this video, because whatever this video makes, whatever money this video makes, any sort of money, will go to Cancer Research UK. In the description below, there is two links. One to donate to Cancer Research UK, and another to donate to a certain individual who has Hodgkin's lymphoma, and she is currently suffering with it. Now, just think about it. You being in that position and you're in that much pain because you have cancer. Did you know that 14.1 million people in 2012 got cancer? 14.1 million. That's a lot of people worldwide. You could be the next one. And what would you do if no one was helping you? What would you do? You would go to people and try to say, oh, give me money, I need help. But no one's going to help you, because sometimes there isn't enough in money to go around to help you. So I would say go ahead and invest some money into Cancer Research UK or invest some money into this certain individual. I'll leave in the description below. That way, they may find a better cure. They may find ways to treat these diseases. And if you're those sad, lonely people that's saying, oh, people need to die, well, let's be fair, I think that's correct, people do need to die. But do people really need to die painfully? No, they shouldn't die painfully. If they should die, they should die in peace. That's what I wanted to leave away. Cancer.